Iceman gave you a rundown of his top 3 monster cards so that you have a breakdown of them. So I decided to roll with it, and I'm going to do a breakdown of all the rest of them for you. I'm going to start off with Freddy Krueger. He doesn't need an introduction, but if you don't know who he is, go check out Nightmare on Elm Street from the 1980s. Amazing films. Anyway, the Freddy Krueger card is probably my 101 in monster cards, and here's how it works. You're going to draft this card, and then you're going to draft a player at some point in your draft as well. But after the draft and before the Thursday night game of week 1, you have to designate one of your players to be your Freddy Krueger. Okay, so let's say I choose Mo Alley-Cox for an example. Mo Alley-Cox is a tight end, and tight ends score a lot of fantasy points. He's probably not going to score a lot of points from projections. So let's say I choose him. Now, every time I play Mo Alley-Cox in my roster, he's going to get an average of the top 10 fantasy point scores at the tight end position in the Frankenstank league. Now, if he blows up and has a 90-point game, he might only get 50 for you because it's a top 10 average, and maybe that week that was the average. But most weeks he's probably going to pay off for you because he's not projected to do well. All right. Now, here's the downside. If you play him and he does not record a single stat, not any stat that my fantasy league registers as a stat, then you get 0 points for him that week in your starting lineup. You only get the top 10 scores if he at least registers a stat that can be registered on my fantasy league. Not necessarily points, but a stat. All right, now, here's how you could potentially lose the card, because this is a season-long card. You get to play it every single week as long as you're playing Mo Alley-Cox. But you can lose the card if you play it and you lose and your opponent decides that they want to steal Mo Alley-Cox. Now, let's say Mo Alley-Cox starts to perform a lot better than people think. Maybe he gets stolen for that reason. Maybe he gets stolen because our playoffs, a lot of positions are based off of points for, and your opponent is fighting with you for a playoff spot, and they don't want you to keep getting those points. Who knows the strategy, guys? Just be careful of this monster card out there, because this one could very well sneak up on you.